We recently made a cosplay short film based on Guild Wars. Guild Wars is a series of role-playing video games that started in 2005. We filmed the video on an island called Vallisaari in Helsinki, Finland. The island has these stairs that lead nowhere with an altar on top of them. This reminded of a place of power in Guild Wars 2. In the game, places of power are special locations where the player can learn new spells, including Signets. Our story is about the Resurrection Signet, a spell that can bring a dead person back to life. Resurrection Signet can only be used once until it's recharged. A powerful effect combined with limited access set the plot for our story. At the stairs of Vallisaari, we faced our first challenge. There was an unwanted metallic thing attached on top of the altar. There was no way to get rid of it, so we had to hide it. I took inspiration from how Gandalf kept the Palantir in the Return of the King and put a cloth on top of the altar. Filming on an island also came with scheduling challenges because our time on the island was determined by the schedule of the ferry. Our team consisted of 7 people, a directing videographer, an assistant, 4 cosplayers and 1 voiceover. The project involved all kinds of work. The Jorah costume was modified for better movement, as cosplays are not necessarily meant for fast action scenes. Ellie and Jorah costumes came from the same cosplayer, so the Elementalist's costume had to be remade to fit another person, who by the way came all the way from the other side of the country. The costumes ended up taking quite a bit of damage on the set as always, which meant repair work during and after the shoot. Resurrection Signet and Fiery Greatsword props were created specifically for this video. Fiery Greatsword is a weapon the Elementalist can summon for their allies to help them in combat. The prop is built to go in 2 parts, so it could be struck into the ground, just like in the game. As the director, I spent over 250 hours on this project, and here's a quick graph of how the time was distributed. I wanted the video to be not just for Guild Wars fans, so I needed something in the beginning to tell the audience what is going on. This time I went the voiceover route and asked a YouTuber called The Herald to join the project. She's a native English speaker as opposed to everyone else in the team being Finnish. On her YouTube channel she narrates videos about the Guild Wars lore, so that was quite fitting. Sound effects were from the Guild Wars video games with some additional stock sounds used to fill the gaps. As far as I know, there isn't a site where the game's sound effects could be downloaded, so I had to play the game and record actions in silent in-game locations. Luckily, I had played both games quite extensively, so I had unlocked everything I needed to record. The behind-the-scenes footage was shot by Joonas Laakso. Due to the area, we needed somebody to keep eye on our equipment. This kept Joonas busy most of the time, so unfortunately we couldn't get everything captured on the BTS. He still managed to make a short montage of the shooting day. There is one thing that created quite a bit of confusion, and that is the physical shape of the signets. Aren't signets supposed to be rings? What we know for sure is that signets can indeed be rings, as Guild Wars 2 has Healing Signet and Bird Signet as items that the character can wear in their finger slot. However, these rings can't be used to cast spells like the actual spell signets with the same name. In Guild Wars 2 there are actually 2 different Healing Signets. One of them is a spell and one of them is a ring. So it's a little confusing topic. In the game, when a Signet spell is used, it's just a symbol that appears. This leads me to believe that Signets are just symbols and it is not relevant what the shape of the object is that they are carved on. The wiki says they are tablets, so in our story, the Resurrection Signet is carved on a tablet. The tablet is probably too large if it's supposed to be attached to a ring, but the effect remains the same. I hope this helps to understand the thinking process. It's just a special thing for me to make something like this about Guild Wars. Guild Wars is not only the first online RPG that I have ever played, but also the game I had spent 5 years running the Sampo YouTube channel for. But I think I covered everything I wanted to say. If you want to see more content like this, you can always subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching, can't wait to come back to you with the next film.